Articulation. Well, that's pretty straight ahead. It's all to do with tonguing, isn't it? How we articulate the notes when we're playing. The simplest articulation, of course, is just slurring, where you basically move the valves and adjust your embouchure to go from one note to the next. When it starts to get tricky, of course, we want to use our tongue to make different articulations. And one of the things particularly is single tonguing. Now, for those of you not familiar with all of these terms, single, double, triple tonguing, it's quite simple. When we tongue a note, we start it by not letting the airstream through, putting your tongue in the way, and then you remove it, like that. I got told to, when I was learning, to pretend I had a tea leaf on the end of my tongue, and then spit it off. Not exactly right, because you end up with your tongue outside of your mouth to begin with, and it should be somewhere up behind your teeth. But the thing is, you can just do a T sound to start it. That's single tonguing. Double tonguing is when we use two syllables, like T and K. Ticka, 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 ticka. You notice I can do that quite a bit faster than I can go ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, the single tonguing. So double tonguing is handled for fasting. And then ticka, ticka, let me do that again. Ticka, 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 like that. For triple tonguing, I'm using T, D, and K. Now, people have different versions of this. Some of them use doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle for two. Particularly trombone players use that a lot. Doesn't matter what you're doing. How do we get to tongue more accurately? And most of what we want to do is tongue faster. And it's particularly advantageous to have a very fast single tongue. Now, we get lazy about that sometimes. We single tongue, and then as soon as it gets a bit quick, people start flicking to double tonguing. To have a very fast single tongue is a very useful thing on the trumpet, particularly for those of you that want to play jazz. Because when you're articulating a phrase that's supposed to swing, in other words, the timing of the phrase and accents are in what we would call odd places. Because when you play TK, 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 ticka, 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 like that, you naturally get a bit more emphasis on the T than the K. With a bit of practice, you can even that out. But try dropping really heavy accents on the syllable K compared to T, and it's like ticka. It's very hard to do, and it's not that successful anyway. Of course, if you're just going t on each one, you have complete freedom to make any note any note louder you want. Okay, that's why we want a fast single tongue. So when we're playing a fast articulated line, we can accent any note we want. How do you get a fast single tongue? Practice. But there's a certain way you can practice which helps. I didn't get a fast single tongue by practicing fast single tonguing. What I did was play very slowly, very staccato, short notes, and very loud. What this does is it works the muscles in your tongue, which is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get our tongue to move faster. The technique for fast single tonguing is exactly the same as slow single tonguing, just sped up. Okay, so we don't have a new technique here. We just need to be able to do it faster. And better muscles in the tongue will do this. How do we work the muscles in the tongue? The best way is to play, I just use a scale, and play very short, because that makes the tongue allow the note on and then off again very quickly. The tongue gets to do two things, on and off. A very short note, very loud. Why loud? Because the more air that's passing through when you put your tongue in the way, the harder the tongue has to work to stop the air. And it's just, it's like lifting weights. You could spend 5 years there lifting 1 kilo, get a lot quicker to put some more weight on. So let's put some more weight on, play the note loud, play it very short. We don't have to play fast here. In fact, it's better not to. Have a listen to how it's done. You can play a song, a scale, anything you like, but you hear it's very loud, it's very short and sharp. Now what happens is your tongue will get tired quite quickly doing that. Whereas if you start trying to single tongue fast, rather than being tired, you'll kind of get what we call tongue-tied. It'll slip, which I'm doing a lot when I talk about this. It's because I'm thinking about my tongue. So play short and sharp like that. Now how do we turn that into fast single tonguing? Well, nothing really you need to do at all. You could just practice like that, and then when you go to fast single tongue, you'll find you're quicker. But even better is to gradually change from one to the other. I'll speed up and soften at the same time. I'll say that again. I'm going to speed up the notes and play a little softer. And I'm going to, if you like, trade volume for speed. Have a listen. So you can hear there, I'm trading speed for volume. The softer I play it, it almost wants to go quicker. If you do that, practice that each day, just a bit, you don't have to do it for long, your tongue will get stronger. The muscles in the tongue will get better at moving very quickly. And it doesn't matter whether you're single tonguing, double tonguing, triple tonguing, or whatever sort of tonguing you're doing, you'll do it better if your tongue muscles are stronger and you've got more control over them. And that's what that exercise will give you.